Welcome everybody. NICO Scarlet Moon here with your Path Watchers report on the incoming wave that will be here to stay for all individuals, groups, collectives, and experiences. For the third week in a row, we have the Sun. The fact that this is presenting for the third time regarding a wave that is here to stay is testament to its growing intensity. This continuation and amplification of the energies of this transition is getting quite profound. The displacement frequency and return to soul family is in full swing. And that, in and of itself, is expanding and evolving. Starting now, there is a release from contractual spiritual attachment, illustrated by the Hermit, to allow for development and evolution through true organic, non-karmic connection at a soul level. Remember, soul groups are not connected through contracts or stories. Oversoul connections are not mandated through records nor any form of past life continuity. Of course, soul families share past life experiences and stories, but they are natural, organic occurrences. In fact, this wave sees a major dismantling of soul contracts and contract structures. Soul contracts shown to be detractive, limiting, or in any way an interference to conscious evolution are now dissolved and abolished. This is occurring at the highest Oversoul level, with much assistance and oversight at the angelic level. This applies to individuals as well as groups. In fact, many who have already felt into these waves will be needing to make room for new additions this week. I continue to deeply welcome the return of my soul family. I have a video discussing oversouls for those who are curious. Links below. In the beginning, this process may be uncomfortable and perhaps a disturbance to some who may not be familiar with this new dynamic or understand the light behind it. It is a much more quick, healing, and elevating adjustment for those who move and shift with this flow. Much more than the alternative. Without judgment, step back from any internal or external pressures to postpone this transition by re-engaging, reattaching, or reprocessing looping cyclical experiences, false narratives, stories, and agendas. This is an incredibly high vibrational autonomous light doing this work. Embrace. Remember, this is medicine. This is grace. True soul family reunions will continue to occur more and more from now on. Freedom from that which will not go or let go is much easier now. Not only that, but beginning now, detrimental attachments and pervasive instances of stagnation will be completely dissolved, as the reordering of freedom from old agreements substantiates on all levels. This dismantling will be allowing all beings to be free of obligation to uncomplimentary contracts and stories in order to fully embrace those which are pure and organic on the soul level. Alright, Scorpio, so now that we've talked about the wave that is coming in and affecting everyone, not just you, but also here to stay, not just for this week, let's have a look and see what is going on or transpiring when it comes to your cards. Now, I just fed my animals, so they are eating, so if you hear any kind of loud crunching, that's what's going on. I don't give them wet food all the time, but this was a special occasion because I'm often not available to entertain them on Fridays. So, for your archetypal themes for this week, we actually have the Fool upright. And the background energy for a lot of what you Scorpio people are going to be dealing with has a lot to do with not only taking a risk, but also entering completely brand new territories. What I'm actually seeing with the Fool card upright is sort of a landscape opening up to you, a wide swath, something that you can actually play with. It's more than just a blank slate. In fact, with the Fool card upright, there is something that is giving you room to actually expand and accelerate maybe a plan or an ideal that you have for yourself, your profession, your family, or maybe something creative or spiritual that has to do with this big displacement we've been talking about for weeks. In fact, the Fool card upright is indicating this release or this emptiness is actually giving you I guess you could say the space to actually fill with whatever you desire. But also, with the Fool card, this new territory is not just a territory to explore or hike around in or, take the kids out for a camping trip. This is actually something a bit more significant. This is your territory to play with. You are inheriting an expansion of your world this week. This is something that you can claim and actually build or design or lay out however you want. However, with the Fool card upright, it's also going to be a bit of a risk because we are now stepping into a space where we have to act bigger, or act in bigger ways, work in bigger ways, do things that are essentially amplifications of what we used to do before. Moving into this, we actually have for your news and arrivals the Three of Pentacles in reverse. And it does feel like people are stepping out of your way. Something is going on the external, which is allowing for you to inherit and claim this space. Now, this may actually be something that happens very, very quickly. With the Three of Pentacles reversed, this could actually indicate the departure of something that has been in your way or something that you've had to work with or around. Possibly even the elimination of a competition, or maybe even something that has been holding up a boundary or a barrier to your progress. And what I'm kind of seeing with the news and arrivals here is that the Three of Pentacles reverse is indicating that something is kind of scattered or dispersed in another person's territory, another person's ship, another person's world. In fact, I'm kind of seeing with the Three of Pentacles reversed and the Fool card upright, there's something going on where it's like the timing is now. You can kind of take over that spot, take that time in the sun, move yourself up. However, I want you to be careful about this because with the Three of Pentacles in reverse, we also need to understand that if it took that much person power, manpower, woman power to hold up that kind of space for them, you may also want to consider that for yourself as well. So if you're used to flying solo, as a lot of us who happen to be of the ended signs do, the Scorpios, the Virgos, there's a chance that there might need to be some room for inclusion for a more expanded and dedicated team. Because I am it's almost like you're inheriting something with a great deal of potential for you, but it's not meant to be taken on all by yourself. Luckily, with the Three of Pentacles reversed, it's also likely that we could be actually collecting folks, whether it's picking up strays from the fallout of the last regime, or quite possibly even just finding our own to help us, stake our claim. But for some reason, this Three of Pentacles reversed, even though it's reversed, I see nothing negative. It's overwhelmingly positive. Now, for material and business, we have the Three of Wands in reverse. And this week I'm actually getting a focus of, letting things going farther, asking for more, propelling something that needs to be propelled. I'm wondering if maybe there's something going on where a lot of you Scorpio people are still living your life, either professionally, creatively, financially, as though you still have to be super duper 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 careful or timid with what you do. Now, I'm not saying that you should do something stupid or reckless. No. Find the middle. But with the Three of Wands reversed, I'm actually seeing something that has a chance to actually pick up a lot of gravity in some kind of negotiation, maybe an interview, maybe some kind of financial exchange. But if we're not careful, we may accidentally end up either settling for something that comes later than it needs to, or maybe something less than it could be. And with the Three of Wands reversed, a lot of it, I think, has to do with maybe a fear of overreach, a fear of maybe accidentally taking on what seems like something that's almost too big of an advancement. And I'm not saying that to be reductive, because with the Three of Wands reversed, ultimately, it's not as much of a gamble. That's not what I'm picking up on, but it's almost more like something that either it's not characterized in a way that could be expanded or grown, or maybe we could get more out of it, so we might accidentally be believing something for as it appears to be, or it could be something where we just simply don't necessarily want to rock the boat. But with the Three of Wands reversed, we're always getting a warning about a missed chance, so don't. When it comes to the love and relationships area, we actually have the Ten of Cups in reverse. And what's interesting about this is, because I know you've got this before, is that the meaning is completely just changing as far as, like, I'm not getting anything like I normally would from this card. The air of pretending is still here, okay? But I'm not seeing this in a light that may actually be something negative. The Ten of Cups in reverse could indicate here that it could be that you're seeing a partner or somebody that you know trying to make more out of something that they could have more with themselves, almost like their own Three of Wands reverse situation. With the Ten of Cups reversed, in a lot of cases, we see something substantiate, we see something manifest, but it's actually not meeting its fullest potential. Now, this isn't talking about your partner, okay? I'm not saying go out and give them an intrusive life coaching lecture. Please don't. But with the Ten of Cups reversed, this could actually indicate something where they're actually trying to be happier with something than they need to be. And I'm wondering if this might be something going on maybe with their own life, their own job, something that's happening there. For those of you who are currently available, you could find that there is love for you, but they're not exactly happy with everything else that's going on in their lives. Persephone's found her toy. I'll give an example. You may meet somebody who is a wonderful, has a wonderful chemistry, but they're hiding the fact that maybe they've fallen out of love in the area that you guys live in. Or maybe that they are thinking about making some other kind of drastic shift. They are definitely doing the noble thing or trying to be as, as cool about it as possible, but there is something that we need to flesh out so we know exactly where this person is coming from. And the same thing can apply to your, an existing partner. There may be something going on where you notice that they are trying to get excited or trying to fall in love with something that is falling short. Either help them to replace this with something that is going to hit the mark, help them in that case, make sure that they don't feel like they are trapped with less, but also at the same time allow them to, feel free to share, because there's almost like a fear of appearing ungrateful or cynical that's coming through. But it's very important that whoever this is gets this out. So that's your horoscope. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hey, y'all know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, go on ahead to my website. It's called integrativemysticism.com.